Hello, Paulette Bernard here from the 65th Force Support Squadron, and welcome to another edition of Lajes Now. Today we are coming to you from the ever-delicious Cafe Bean, and we have some special guests today. And you are Master Sergeant Preston and Master Sergeant Andahar, and you are members of the Professional Development Council. You're actually the lead members of the council, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Chief Klink, welcome. We are so happy to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So what is the Professional Development Council and what are your roles in that?
Well, the Professional Development Council is a council set up by two private orgs, the top 3 and rising 6, and we try to develop or to deliver content to our base airmen, our base population, not only for professional development like bullet writing, meeting aboard, but also personal development. Like we have a DSLR course up available. We're going to do a self-defense class, so we're trying to offer a gamut of things to the airmen.
And so, why is professional development important?
Just as members of the United States Air Force, it's important for us to develop ourselves, whether it's personally or professionally. So as senior NCOs, we're here to make sure that happens for our peers and the lower ranks as well.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the resources that are available out there for professional development.
Yes, ma'am. The most important one I would say is the Airmen Ethos website, which has recently been built. It's a one-stop shop for any development that's out there. We put the resiliency courses on there, we put the AFRC courses on there, and then the professional and personal development classes that we offer as a council are also on there. It's a one-stop shop for all airmen to go to find the class they want to be in, or to register, or for supervisors to find classes for their airmen.
And so how is it that we got this website at Lajes? Is this something that we developed that's unique here, or has it been tested in other places?
It's kind of unique to you, Safi. I came from AMC before I came here, and we had a program similar to it in AMC. And what I really liked about it is it takes professional development and it makes it a pull-based. People can request things, people attend what they want. Too often we offer a class, and let's say we offer a class on how you'll meet aboard. Well, then we make 50 airmen show up and go to how you're going to meet aboard. This is a very dynamic website that allows people to request subjects. It allows people to attend what they want or pass on what they want without having to be strong-armed by leadership or something. This is good for them, and it's good to do it that way, but it's so much better received when somebody willingly signs up or chooses to attend something than is kind of making them attend.
Oh, I see. So these classes then are optional type of classes? They're not something that's mandated by the Air Force to complete?
Almost all of them are optional.
Okay. Can you give us some examples of some of the classes that are offered?
Sure. We have a DSLR class coming up that our guys from Public Affairs are going to teach. It's a 2-part class that falls under the personal development. We also have another ACA brief coming up. It's a popular one. We have EPME next brief. We have done a very popular one, military writing, actually a really great class. There's a whole lot of classes. I couldn't even begin to name them all. I would suggest they go to the Ethos site and they can see everything we have to offer. And there's even more coming that haven't made to the site that we're getting in the process of delivering.
Okay, so they go to the site, they look at, it's like a menu of classes that they can select from?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and can they register right on that site, or how does that work?
Yes, ma'am. They can just click on the link to get to the Airmen Ethos website, and it's one-stop shopping. Just click and select the course and put your information and hit
It's a
send.
big calendar. You know, you can look at, hey, I have time on my calendar on the 15th, and you can look and see what classes are offered that day. So the kind of the heart of the site is the calendar that's used to sign everybody up, register the students. It also shows who's teaching it, so people have an idea who the instructors and the rest are.
Okay. Now, who are the instructors? Is this are these online courses, or are they actually offered here?
These are all face-to-face classes offered from anywhere from the chapel annex to the education center to anywhere on base anybody wants to teach a class or offer a class. And the instructor pools from anybody in the wing, anybody who wants to teach, who has a skill set they'd like to share. We're looking for anybody, instructor rank, doesn't matter. We're looking for anybody who's willing to share.
Okay, so if somebody is interested in teaching a course, how do they go about getting on the site?
Well, they can actually reach out to either one of us, through email or telephone.
Okay. Okay. So what kind of credit do people get from taking these courses?
One way that was developed to kind of quantify what's going on, so the airmen and the NCOs on the base could kind of show what they're doing, is there's a certificate program, and if they complete 10 classes, they get a certificate showing that they completed 10 classes, and if they get 20, then they get another certificate signed by Colonel Rothrock showing they completed 20 classes. And this is a good way for them to show what they did in not only awards packages, but below zone packages, or just a way to kind of show completion of some.
So can you tell us a little bit about how completing these classes really does help somebody in their professional development and maybe get ranked below the zone?
Well, I mean, it's a really good self-improvement, whether it's, like we were saying before, whether it's for below the zone. I would recommend, if you're going to start the program, you definitely want to finish it. So I would aim high and go for the 20 courses so that you can get that advanced certificate.
And I can give you a little on the below the zone thing. When we rate packages for below the zone, we typically look at three categories of their job. We look at their standard duty performance, we look at their community involvement, and we look at their self-improvement.
Okay.
Well, a lot of people feel constrained that their self-improvement is college. They look at it as one for one. The only way I'm going to get this area or be able to do this is by having X number of college courses. And there's so much more out there that people can be involved in and do, but it's hard to quantify. When a person can say, I attended 20 hours of these type of courses or I received this certificate, they get that extra piece where they're able to quantify what their level is, and they can even kind of have a peer-based sort of discussion about, hey, I've attended 3, you've attended 10, I guess you kind of got a leg up on me type of thing. So it helps with that, but really it's at the heart of what BTZ is trying to recognize, which is the whole person concept. You should be looking for opportunities to improve yourself. And that's really what we're looking at when we're doing this, are what opportunities has somebody taken up to try and improve themselves.
You know, I think that's absolutely fantastic. And as you were talking about that, I was thinking that is just one of the incredibly major benefits of being a member of the Air Force. Do you know if other services offer something similar, or is this something that is relatively unique?
All services have some sort of professional development. I've been stationed with the Army, and I've seen it firsthand that their programs are different. It's suited for their soldiers, or and the Navy would be suited for their sailors. I think one of the things that's special about this is kind of the on-demand aspect. We make so many assumptions on what someone needs to be a great NCO, or to be a great parent, or to be any of these things that somebody wants to be at. And we have classes, you put classes out that you think people want. This has really provided a way for people to say, no, this is what I really want. And you'll see on the site, we have people like the MFLAC, the Airman Family Readiness Center. A lot of these places had courses already on personal development or things that they've done. This website, the Airmen Ethos site, really just allows us to consolidate that and give a bank of classes to the community as a whole who's looking at them. So a lot of these things predate, this SharePoint-based calendar site, but there was never a one-stop shop to do it. And so that's probably the biggest change out of it that we've gotten.
So the Airmen and Family Readiness Center classes are also on that, so people can sign up. So you can take classes. Is there anything else that you can do on this website? I heard something about squadrons showcasing what it is that they do.
Absolutely. We started a program called Immersions, where a group of airmen or NCOs, it doesn't matter, can go see what another unit does. So often in our world, we get trapped in our little section, our functional area, and we don't see what's going on throughout the wing. It gives them a great opportunity to see what's going on. We just did the tower immersion, and it filled up so quick that they allowed us to have 5 more spots, and that filled up, and we had to turn some airmen away. But it was a great success. They went in, they saw what's going on in the tower. We have a comptroller one coming up next week, and we got security forces and command posts on the books for next month. But we're going to keep doing this, and if people are interested in showcasing their flight or section, that's kind of what we're looking for.
Okay, all right. Well, that's absolutely fantastic. So, if people are interested in taking a look at the Ethos website, they can log on to lajesfss.com and look at the tab that says Education. Scroll down, and then you can just follow the link from there. So. Appreciate so much sharing that information with you. It's a terrific program. What an opportunity for people to develop themselves, as you stated, both professionally and personally. So thank you again. And with that, we will say ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao from Lajes
Lajes now. Fantastic. I love it. You get to keep the cup, by the way.
Excellent, excellent. Like the lotto.
That's right. You know, it looks great on your desk.
It's going. It's going.